It was said that China's population grew from 500 million in 1974 to 800 million by 1970 and was close to 1 billion in 1980, which is approximately 22.7% of the world's population. When the one-child policy was adopted in 1979, China's population was about 972 million people. In 2012, the population of China is about 1.343 billion people, 138% growth over that time period. Before the one-child policy had been enforced, China's total fertility rate was 2.9 in 1978 and 5.91 in 1966 and 1967. But now the total fertility rate is about 1.7, with about 1.3 in urban areas and just under 2.0 in rural areas. China took it upon themselves to do something about this population growth. But whether they did the right thing or the wrong thing is still a very controversial topic. China decided to establish a one-child policy to all the families and citizens of China. When Deng established this one-child policy, it was only supposed to be a temporary measure. But what's temporary these days? Nothing. Which means China still continues to this day to have a one-child policy. Now, the one-child policy is simple to understand. It simply limits couples to one child. And if they break this policy, there are several consequences that come along with it.
China. Now, their one-child policy has, according to their own statistics, prevented the birth of more than 400 million children. It's created a genocide, particularly of young girls, because of the preference for male children and the one-child policy. Millions upon millions upon millions of girls are aborted. They suffer infanticide, or they're lost into a system of sex trafficking and child slavery, all very wicked stuff. But now the actual one-child policy enforcers, which come from the National Family Planning Office, actually crushed a 13-month-old boy to death after the parents refused to pay the fine for having more than one child. So disgusting, should really upset us all. And again, hundreds